What is going on, guys? Welcome to Outside the Brand. This is episode number 51, and this is your AEW Dynamite Grand Slam review. Guys, history. What have I been telling you guys for months leading up to this event? History was going to be made in Queens, New York.
Yeah.
And that is exactly what we got. The atmosphere was amazing. The matches were great. It was the best wrestling experience that I ever had in my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
And now I get to be here with y'all talking about this shit. This is going to be so good. I mean, look, let's talk about it. History means a lot of things to different people, but one thing's for certain. This was professional wrestling at its finest. And that's what we're here to talk about.
Good day to be a professional wrestling fan, huh?
Professional wrestling is at the forefront of AEW, and it's just a great thing to see. So, guys, this is your Outside the Brand, episode number 51 review for AEW Dynamite Grand Slam. I'm your host, Philly Matt. You can follow me on TikTok at Philly Matt, on Twitter at PhenomenalP3, and on Instagram at Philly Matt. If you guys follow me on Twitter, you guys would have saw me live tweeting the entire show. Let's talk about it, guys, because I want to get right into it. Everybody do their intros, and let's get right on to it.
What's up, guys? As you can tell by my title, I made my comeback to TikTok last night.
Hallelujah.
I will be doing like a story time on why I took a break soon, so you can stay tuned for that. You can follow me on TikTok. I will be posting a lot of videos coming up. So,
what's up, y'all? Batch about the match. You already know what it is. Batch pack. Make sure you hit that follow button at TikTok. What am I? Phil's got me on the Twitter grind now, talking about Twitter. TikTok. Batch about that now. Batch about that and batch about that on YouTube. Make sure you hit that subscribe. Just got a video up today. Got another one coming tomorrow. And we got 7 more planned for the list. You already know that we're cranking content. Just know that we are, big flex. Like we are cranking. What's up, Aiden? Yeah, we in here. We sliding through.
Yes, Aiden.
Gliding.
Woo! Man, I'm still used to be calling you Batch about the match. Jeez. What up, y'all? AEW was decent. AEW was decent, but I want to get Phil's thoughts on this. But let's get to it. But I want to know how Phil. I want to know what was it? What was the crowd like? What was it like in the arena? Was it electric? And did you watch Rampage? Is the question.
Well, Rampage was okay, guys. I saw some of the stuff in the comments about AEW Rampage. AEW Rampage is going to be happening on Friday night. It's going to be aired on Friday night. But right. AEW Rampage was taped right after Dynamite went off the air. So you're going to be seeing it on Friday, but I already technically saw everything.
Oh, yeah. You know what happens, unfortunately.
So,
but the question was, what was it like, Phil? What was it?
Oh my God, dude. Well, we're going to go into everything, but man, when that match happened between Bryan and
oh my God,
Omega, there was a at the time of everything, you literally couldn't hear Justin Roberts.
No, because
even announce their names because they were so fantastic. They were so loud, and Justin Roberts was saying 5 minutes remaining, but you couldn't hear it. Nobody heard it
because they were ready for the match. They were ready for that one match.
Nobody heard the 5 minutes remaining part, but he did actually say it, and then we all only heard the 1 minute remaining. So when only 1 minute was remaining, we were like, all right, what the hell is going to happen? But we're going to be talking about everything, guys. Man, I thought after that match alone, I thought the crowd, it wasn't going to be dead because it's New York, but I thought like that match completely drained us to the point where I thought we were going to be dead because it was just so damn good. But man, we're going to talk about everything, guys. As you guys can tell, my voice is not in the best shape. I've been trying to stay quiet all day so that I can do this review, but we're here for it.
Were you screaming the whole night or what? Were you like screaming out of your guts? I bet you were screaming. Screaming out of your mind when you saw the doctor.
We saw Dark Elevation B tape before Dynamite. We saw Rampage, so obviously you were gonna make some noise for that. And then we saw Rampage, and then we saw like Rampage and everything. Like, I literally had no voice at the beginning of it. So I mean,
that's time of your life.
Yeah,
I would need to go see AEW myself.
It's gonna be one of the best experiences you ever had as a wrestling fan.
I want to go to New York.
I'll tell you that right now.
New York. I want to come to New York or Chicago. Oh yeah,
man. But guys, AEW put their flag in New York and put it in cement. That flag is not going anywhere anytime soon. AEW is now the home. Well, New York is the home of AEW, and that's just it. The crowd is absolutely amazing. You're right, Ethan.
For so long, I thought it was in freaking Vegas because that's where it all started.
No, the
AEW is everything. You know what? New York just
screams AEW, and I wouldn't be surprised if we were in Arthur Ashe Stadium again very, very soon because of how well it went out. 20,177 people filled that stadium to the point where literally people were like literally touching the rooftops. Like it. Let's get into it. But guys, I saw it live. How did it look on TV? Because I did take a look at the TV portion of the show. Like, I went back and watched the entire episode of Dynamite on my TV and how like it usually is every week. But how was it on TV? Because this had to look fantastic.
You guys were lit. You guys were blowing off your seats when freaking Bryan came out. You guys were blowing off your seats before even the bell rang.
We talking night and whole? We talking crowd wise?
The entire night and just how everything went. Crowd wise,
y'all were crazy. Night and whole. When watching it, I had definitely my excitement kind of just taking it. It's always what happens when I watch something though, and my excitement takes over, and I really just can't get like a good perspective. And then it kind of took 1C to point out a few things. I didn't agree with everything he said, but 1C definitely, when we were texting back and forth, pointed out just a few things where I was like, okay, maybe there were some creative indifferences, but overall, in a whole, it was still an absolute night of professional wrestling that Bryan Danielson absolutely said he wanted and what he absolutely got. So I couldn't be any more, upset or mad. Like, it was incredible. The crowd was crazy. And so, yeah, like we saw a couple roll-ups, but it was still a great night.
Megan, were you able to watch the show?
Like, maybe the half end of it because my party ran like a little late.
Okay.
So like, I didn't get to see the whole Bryan match, but from what I've heard was that it was the start of the show, and I was like, why would you have that be the start of the show?
Like, everyone thought it was going to be the main event, but it kicked off the show, and it kicked off the show really well, though. Like,
because you can't have Britt and Ruby start. I feel like
it was either. So there's the thing. It was either that, or it was Kenny and Bryan. That was going to be the main event.
It was either going to be the women or the actual headline match that was going to be main event. But man, I think the show flowed well. I think the show, the pacing of it went pretty well. It's just, I mean, we were just so drained after that Bryan Danielson and Kenny Omega match. We just didn't really care how the match card was going to shape out after that because we knew it was just going to be great.
New York's having a good time. New York's having a good time, New
York is literally the city that never sleeps, and we are not going to sleep anytime soon because I'm probably going to watch it after this podcast goes off the air. Like I want to relive it again, man.
Did you? No, you were up to the top. I was like, did you catch yourself on television, Phil? And I was like, nah, you were up to the top.
When they had like the wide angles of everything, you can see my section, but you obviously can't see me because of how dark it is. But yeah, like let's get right into it. This shit was so
Did you see the action actually? Because when I saw could you see the action actually? Because like I know when I saw Mania 23 like back in 2007, like I was up there as well, and it was definitely it was hard to see the action because I was so damn
Wait a
small.
minute, Badge. You saw WrestleMania 23
here?
Yeah, oh yeah.
What? You never told me that. You saw
John
Cena versus Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, and then Taker and Batista. Dude,
I'm kind of jealous right there. You got two legends. Go at it.
I got a picture loaded up that I will put into StreamYard that from my vantage point of everything. So let me
because we had I know at Mania 23 two different sections. One where Sabu walked down and it was on the floor and it was nice, and then I was in the section though in the nosebleeds where Sandman walked down and I could still see, but I was so small.
I'll go ahead.
I was so small. I was standing on the chair, sign on top.
All right, guys. So right here, you guys are about to see my vantage point from my personal seat at Arthur Ashe Stadium for AEW Grand Slam. Here it is.
Oh, that's a good.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
How is dark?
No, they're at Arthur. They're at Arthur's. I was gonna say, are they at the Barclays Center? I was like, no, they're at Arthur's.
We won't break down the matches, but how was Dark? Did they have it right?
They did do Dark Elevation matches before the show. They were just some pretty solid matches. We saw an 8-man tag. We saw Thunder Rosa there.
Ooh.
And we saw a 6-man tag main event. So it was a pretty damn good Dark Elevation. But once that went off the air, it was time for Grand Slam, people, and it was time.
Oh yeah!
It was time for the main attraction, because guys, we kicked shit off with Kenny Omega taking on Bryan Danielson.
Oh yeah!
And these guys stood in the ring for 2 minutes, just staring at each other, and the crowd is absolutely erupting.
Bryan's getting emotional. And you know Bryan normally doesn't get emotional. He tries to stay in character, but when he heard the crowd from New York, you can tell that he was trying not to cry.
It was such a great moment, guys. When we are gonna go over the match and how everything went down, but here we go. This is probably this is like mid towards the end of the match right here. So Omega knocks Bryan down off the top rope, headbutts and back and forth to Danielson's head. Omega hits an avalanche dragon suplex cover, and Danielson kicks out at the count of 2. Fight Forever chants were roaring through the crowd here in the Arthur Ashe Stadium, and Omega hits another V-trigger, goes for the one-winged angel, but Danielson reverses it into a poison Rana, that reverse Hurricane Rana that he used to do. Man, Omega misses another V-trigger, and Danielson with a kick to the face. Danielson fires up, and Omega blocks Danielson's running knee strike, hits a power bomb, V-trigger, cover for a 2 count, and then Omega climbs to the top rope, misses a Phoenix Splash, which I haven't seen Kenny Omega do a Phoenix Splash in a minute, and that looked fantastic. Danielson... Yeah, it was very clean. Danielson with kicks to Omega, elbow strikes back and forth. Danielson gets the upper hand, another huge kick to the head. Danielson with stomps to Omega's head, the rapid fire curb stomps, if you will, rolls him over into a label lock, gets to the ropes. Danielson with a running knee in the corner. Or that it was the drop kick that he used to do in WWE, where he just went to the other corner, drop kick, and all that kind of stuff. But they're calling it a knee here. Omega hits a V trigger and another V trigger, and both men go down. Headbutts back and forth, right hands. Danielson with kicks, Omega with chops, and the bell just rings. This was a 30-minute draw, people. A 30-minute draw. People were not happy that this was a 30-minute draw. People were booing. People were not happy. And as soon as I heard the 5-minute call from Justin Roberts. When I heard that 5-minute call, I instantly knew that this was going to be a 30-minute draw.
Yeah.
I think that this is perfect. I think that this is a perfect way that you can get to a rematch. You're getting to a rematch. Full Gear. AEW Full Gear in November needs a main event. This is your main event right here.
Oh, yeah.
This is it. And it's going to be for the title.
Absolutely. Absolutely, it will. And honestly, when I heard that 5-minute, I was like, oh, I totally forgot that he had the timer. I totally forgot Bryan had a timer. They had a timer in this match. And I kind of...
They have a time limit for every match.
For every match, really?
Yeah, it's usually
they
have a timer for every match now. What I've realized, and like that's one thing which I didn't. What I've realized that
it's not just recently.
It's not something that's new. It's been something that's in wrestling that I have not noticed somehow, and to where like. Even back then, this match is a 20-minute time limit for one, and I'm like, whoa! I'm like, how have I?
AEW's always had time limit matches.
Not even just like to where back in the like professional wrestling days too. I'm like, yo, like I've been watching. I'm like, yo, no way, because like the one time I really noticed it, I just happened to be, I think it was in MJ's live, and I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, why is JR continually saying the time limit? I'm like, is he fucking this up right now and like continually like blowing like the ending? Because it kept having me looking at the clock that's right next to my TV. Right. And I'm like, now I know when the match is, I feel like, about to end. And like, but then like, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, they're telling the match ending for reasons like this draw when we have a moment like this, because that way you know what's about to happen. Yeah.
They need to continue with the
show.
So
that way you know that the draw is about to happen as well. Like it just all, I'm like, okay. I'm like, I see.
So basically,
I'm sorry. AEW's always had
so it's like an Iron Man match.
For all their matches.
So it's kind of like an Iron Man match, kind of.
Not really. No, because they're not doing pinfalls back and forth like in Iron Man matches.
Yeah, I know.
It's one fall to a finish, and it's a 20-minute or 30-minute draw, depending on, 30-minute time limit. Heck, the main event had a 60-minute time limit. We didn't obviously get 60 minutes for Britt Baker and Ruby Soho, but it was a 60-minute time limit because it's a championship match. Usually, championship matches in AEW have 60-minute time limits.
Right. But this match was good. Like I said, that finish.
That's what creative indifference on the finish, man.
Yeah, the finish was like the one that got me off. Caught me off
guard.
I
don't know. It's not like a creative indifference. I don't like. How did the New York crowd take it? That's one thing I want to know, Phil.
Everybody was booing when the bell rang because everybody just wanted them to keep going. So
I was like, I don't mind a no finish because I know I know even though Kenny said nada that we will see a rematch, but I did want to see a winner right then and there just because it was Daniel's first match and it was an incredible one and they were absolutely going to the bell, so that's why I'm like,
Daniel hasn't been beaten.
The thing is, though, I was thinking about this more and more as soon as we were like getting into the building. I was thinking to myself and just literally thinking out loud as talking to pretty much everybody in the line, because everybody there, I do have to say this before I make my point. Everybody there was so sweet to each other. My God, like nobody knows each other in that line, right? But everybody's talking to each other like we're already best friends. Like we were sitting next to two amazing people, and we were just talking professional wrestling about everything. And it's great to see that this event right here brought people together to ultimately have one goal in mind, and that is to watch professional wrestling.
Right.
It's a great thing to hear. It's a great thing to see. But back to what I was saying before. So everybody was kind of a little iffy that it went to a 30-minute draw, but I thought it was perfect mainly because you're going to get this rematch again. You're going to get this again. And I was thinking about it to myself. Kenny Omega can't lose because he's the AEW World Champion. But also, Bryan Danielson can't lose because it's his first match.
Right.
Ultimately, the draw was really the only decision that could possibly be made.
Yeah. But then the
not
Bucks
made
even
sense
like-
to me.
The Bucks and Cole did the freaking super kick party, honestly, and
I was gonna get to that, yeah, but
And also, but it's not even like it was a bad draw, because where we
No!
saw like one
And-
tap
and
and one get the pinfall,
this is
or
the
a
only
double
second
pin.
draw in
Yeah.
AEW history.
It's not like to
So
where we saw like the referee make a stupid call, one of those draws. It was to where the time literally ran out, and that's why they have time limits for a reason.
this is the only
Maybe.
second time a draw has happened in AEW history. So it's not like we've seen this often.
right.
But man,
At first, I definitely was indifferent, but it's not bad looking back.
shoot. So after that, they were still fighting after the bell went off. So Danielson gets a LeBell lock locked in on Kenny Omega. It's locked in. He was pretty much tapping out, but the bell already rung, so the match was over. The Elite run down and break up the fight. The crowd boos, and Justin Roberts announced that it's a draw. And the Elite attack Bryan Danielson with a triple super kick. Christian Cage, Luchasaurus, and Jungle Boy all ran down to attack the Elite, and the Elite scatter. So,
Jungle Boy, the Jungle Express just wants the smoke. They always want the smoke with the Elite. Always.
who started it? Who started it? The Elite started it. So
Exactly.
who started it?
I love you,
but
Phil.
man,
You're the best, man.
the guys, we weren't even done here. Like I literally had no voice at the end of this, but then we just heard Cult of Personality hit, and everybody was freaking fantastic.
Of course
Oh my
they
God.
did. New York.
Dude,
So when it
singing
came,
that song live, bro, is insane.
I bet it is. Everybody, I was hearing that. I was surprised that I was really disappointed that. No, wait, I'm lying. You probably did see Rampage. I was gonna say you probably got to saw John Moxley and everybody was singing Wild Thing.
Yes. We did not leave that stadium until after everything was off. Like literally, once everything was off, then we were going to be able to leave. Then we were going to leave this stadium because I wasn't missing a single freaking thing.
Jazz, you have a point. At least there was no Elite interference with the. Yeah, you're right. Until the ending.
Yeah,
she's not wrong. She's not wrong.
So Cult of Personality hits. Everybody's singing along. Punk goes to the stage. Punk goes for the stage dive, but he realizes that he's on a ramp, so he can't really do that unless he kind of wants to, die. So he just says no. Everybody was literally egging him on. He's like, "Come on, jump!" He's like, "Guys, I can't. I can't. If it wasn't for the setup, I would." But
hey, I guarantee they could catch him. They could catch him.
Oh, they would be able to catch him. It's fine. It's just you're literally diving off a scaffolding kind of thing. So he was not going to risk that.
It's not like you're jumping off of the WrestleMania 33 stage off to the crowd.
He was not going to risk jumping off a scaffolding into random people's arms in the middle. Well, not in the middle. No, I'll say it in the middle of a pandemic. No.
Yeah, you're right.
So,
yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So once that happened, he realizes that it's just not going to be able to happen. CM Punk chants were roaring through the arena. Punk gets on the mic and says that he is glad that he isn't wrestling on Dynamite because who could follow what we just saw. It's been a long time since he's been in New York. It's been a long time since pro wrestling has been in New York, and there's a reason why he said pro wrestling. So, shot at WWE Part 1. We'll get to more. It's been a long time.
That's right.
Yeah, so, people are asking for the old CM Punk. Be careful what you wish for. What does he have to be mad about right now? Last week, Team Taz tried to put him through a table.
You mean almost killing him?
Well, listen, we're not going to go that far, but the table didn't break.
It basically, Hobbs pretty much just pulled the Ryback on him. So
No,
that's why Punk doesn't...
no, that wasn't Hobbs' fault. It was not Hobbs' fault.
It was the table.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, he's mad about it, but he has his music hits. He's pissed off. Feeling goes away. He he has a love fest with the AEW crowd and just him being back in professional wrestling. He's smiling, he's happy, and he's happy to see us. They
Right.
tried to take that away from him, and they don't want him to be happy. They don't want him to be happy CM Punk enjoying professional wrestling. Then he gets pissed off and says, "Look, it's been a long time since I've needed this.
Right.
I need this now. This is all I got. Nobody will take this away from him, and this is his once again." CM Punk chants roar out again, and Hobbs should have finished the job. You made a mistake. You slept on a legend. And my job is going to be kicking your ass this Friday on AEW Rampage. And Hobbs will go to sleep. Great promo. I heard a lot of indifference with this promo, though.
I've watched his back like 3 times now, and
it made no sense.
Once he said that he said a lot of nothing, and he said a lot. Like, it made sense to me. I've watched his back 3 times, and it made perfect sense to me.
It didn't make sense at first, but watching it the second time, okay, I knew what he was talking about.
It's not really that hard to get, guys. I mean,
boys putting people lights out.
Yeah, like, listen, it's been 7 years.
I had to watch it the second time, and now I understand what he was talking about. So
it's been 7 years since this guy has been on television. This is his first match on national television. Now he's going to have on Friday for Rampage. That technically happened last night. It's been a long time since he's had this. So, of course he's going to be a happy guy. What better way to go into your AEW Rampage debut on your first match back on television than to pick Powerhouse Hobbs? You know how high that has to have on Powerhouse Hobbs' momentum and mindset heading into everything that he has for the rest of his career here in AEW? Having him be chosen by CM Punk for his first match back on national television, that has to mean everything for him. That has to mean everything. So, guys, what are you guys expecting on Friday when it comes to Powerhouse Hobbs and CM Punk? I personally thought it was going to be Ricky Starks first, but Ricky and Hobbs first. What do you guys think about it all?
Go ahead, Batch.
Initially when I don't know when it was, I was going to say now that this was over, and plus with what I've learned about Rampage and through just some of Phil's things, that I wasn't as hyped for Rampage, but I forgot that this match was almost happening somehow, but it's just, with everything in my brain that's going on. But I am excited once again, and I'm excited to see CM Punk's return to live television and put it up against Powerhouse Hobbs. I really, it could have been Starks, it could have been anyone, but I'm glad it is against Powerhouse because I think it'll be a good match.
Oh, sorry. I expect this to be a really good match, honestly. And Hobbs is great. Hobbs is great. I thought he almost did. Honestly, like I said, like you said, Phil, it wasn't his fault because for weeks I was like, oh, he tried to kill Punk, and then you're like, it's not his fault. It wasn't his fault because it was the table and how he landed. I was like, okay,
it's not really his fault. He did a normal choke slam. It's just the table did not break. They got it from New Japan or something because those tables don't break.
But I expect a lot, and expect Hobbs to put over Punk because honestly, I could.
Jazz, I kind of want. Okay, sorry about that, Saul, but I do kind of want to just address this. What is everybody so hooked on about Hook about? No pun intended.
What's that?
That's Taz's son.
Oh, okay.
The guy with the bushy hair on his head.
I couldn't remember his name. Send him Hook as well. Shit.
Dude, Listen,
I mean,
what is going on? Why does everybody like Hook so much? I don't know what it is. He has never wrestled.
well, I hear that they're not relicking, but I mean they got Starks over on commentary now. Maybe I don't know if that was a true report I heard, and maybe Mark Henry was switching off of. I don't know if that was
Well,
true. I read.
Ricky Starks has been on commentary for Rampage the past couple of weeks, but like, I mean, honestly, I don't think that has anything to do with Hook. I mean, I just seen so much love for Hook lately. I don't know what it's about. We haven't seen any of this guy to figure out what the heck's going on. I mean, I don't even know how old the kid is.
I could not tell you. He looks like he's 22 at max.
He has to be a young kid. Let me take a look at this guy. Because maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he has wrestled, and I haven't seen anything of it. 1999.
Wow, I'm older than him. Wow. Hey, he's 22. 22. Just like I said.
Yeah, so...
He looks just exactly like us. That's incredible.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is about Hook. We don't know. He has never wrestled. So we don't know.
Maybe so when's he gonna we don't know when he's gonna debut. We don't
literally everybody has been going all in on Hook, and everybody's like, come on, let Hook go, let's do it.
So Jazz, that's why he has been having a match. He's been trained by Cody. Of course, that's the reason why.
Of course.
That's the reason why he hasn't been on the TV.
No, that's not it. No.
I know, I was just being hilarious. I was just being funny.
Listen, I don't know what it is about Hook, guys, but everybody seems to like him. You know what? I honestly think it is because of his hair. The kid's hair is fantastic.
It looks good. It does look good. It does look good.
He has more hair than I think Taz has had in his entire life.
Taz has never had hair.
Which is exactly my point. He's had more hair than Taz has ever had in his entire life, and he has never had hair.
I was like, wait, what you talking about? Taz has never had hair. He was always been bald. I was like, Phil.
Listen.
I was like, have you been living under a rock lately? I was like, Taz is not.
Man,
Aiden.
Exactly.
Why
exactly.
Is that true?
Maybe that's what he's going for. Maybe that's what he's going for. I don't know what it is, but Hook, my man, get in the ring. If you want to get in the ring, let's get in the ring to see what you got, because then I'll pretty much figure you out and say, hey, all right, the hype for Hook is real. But until then, I don't know what the hype is about. I don't.
Doesn't want to mess with the precious locks, man.
Well, maybe it's because all the females find him attractive. Ever thought of that?
That's true. That is true.
Listen. I mean,
I don't even know what he looks like, so I can't really.
Show her what she send her a picture.
I guess I'm gonna have to download a picture of Hook. Let me see real quick.
Please do, because I want to see what the whole hype is about. Like, I can tell you.
I don't know what the hype is about the kid. I really don't.
Okay, I can tell you if it is what I think it is, just if I see a photo of him.
All right, let's take a look.
There we go.
Well, shit. I'm gonna have to take a. Okay, this is from Fight for the Fallen this year. He's standing right next to Ricky Starks, who is holding the championship belt. So you'll know which one is who.
Okay.
Ricky Starks is holding the championship belt while Hook is not.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Get ready, y'all, because you're going to see Hook for about a few seconds here on this podcast. So here you go.
You're about to see Hook.
I don't know what the hype is about this kid.
We're getting a little more ring time right now.
He looks young, so I think
he's 22 years old.
That's why girls are going at.
He's young, and most women find him attractive. That's what it is.
I have a quick question. I have a quick question. This is gonna be disrespectful. I don't mean to disrespect him, but why does he look like Bill's son?
He's got the hard eyes right now.
I don't mean to disrespect. He looks like
He does not
Goldberg's
look like
son.
Gage.
He looks like
in
who?
the
He looks
slightest.
like Gage just a little. I
No,
saw
he
a
does
little.
not. He does not
I
look
saw
like
a little
Gage.
bit. I said I don't mean to disrespect him, but he did look like Gage.
He does not look like Gage. I don't see it. I don't know where your head's at, but he does not look like Gage.
Yeah, it looks like a little Justin Bieber type.
That's
It
even.
is.
That's even.
All right. Hook
Oh,
is Justin
Justin's the
Bieber
tattoos.
confirmed. Up next, guys. In a match that I was kind of very disappointed about, and not only because of the actual match itself, but they didn't give this guy a microphone in New York. MJF versus Bryan Pillman Jr. Great match. Great match.
But you wanted
But you
him
mean to tell me that in New York, in Queens, New York, you're not giving MJF a microphone?
I really wanted to. I was waiting for him because he was coming to the ring, and I was expecting him to like grab the mic and say something insulting to New York, and literally the whole crowd wants to freaking kill him for saying what he's got to say. You know, I was waiting for it. I agree. I was like, that's the one thing that was missing. I was like, MJF always cuts that promo, and
that's the one missed opportunity that they had in this entire show.
Phil,
the one missed opportunity.
Phil, you need to talk to Tony about that.
Listen. I voiced my displeasure on Twitter. Everybody did. Everybody wanted to hear MJF in New York with a microphone, and nobody got that. We didn't even get that during a commercial break kind of thing or whatever. No, we didn't. MJF's parents were there. They did call him a piece of shit. They said that we were sorry for birthing the kid, but
hey, that's where he gets the savageness from. That's where he gets it from.
Listen, his mom called him an asshole on TV.
Yes.
She said that she was sorry that she gave birth to him. And then literally,
that's great. That is awesome.
Literally minutes later, guys, he tweets out "F you, mom," and just has.
So that's where he gets his heel character from.
So literally,
mother like son.
MJF's next feud is confirmed for AEW, guys. MJF versus his mom.
Own mother. His own mother.
MJF versus his mom. Like.
The mom's gonna win. It has to be
mom's gonna win easily.
Oh, mom's gonna whoop his ass. What you talking about?
Listen, I do not want to mess with MJF's mother. All right.
Nobody wants to mess with that woman.
So, guys, moving on to the Bryan Pillman Jr. match. This match was great for what it was. It wasn't that long, but it was good for what it needed, and the right winner actually came out on top here. So,
yes.
Which is great. So we had MJF taking advantage during the commercial break, and MJF with a big right hand, Pillman with chops in the corner, and Pillman with a high cross body. But Pillman can't capitalize because of his injured arm, which MJF continuously went after during the match. Pillman with a clothesline and a thrust kick, and MJF hit head first into a turnbuckle 10 times. And the crowd was obviously doing the 1, 2, 3. You get the whole deal.
Yeah.
Pillman hits a power slam, cover for a 2 count. Pillman goes for a suicide dive. MJF grabs Julia Hart, who is at ringside with him, to stop him in his tracks. MJF hits a baseball slide through the second rope and shoots and shouts at Julia. Pillman goes to the top rope with a lariat. MJF catches him into the salt of the earth, Fujiwara armbar, and Pillman taps out. Great match for what it was. MJF got the win. What do you guys think of this match and how everything went down?
Good match.
It was a good match. I honestly thought that Pillman was going to get the win for some reason. I thought they were going to give the face the win. But I'm glad that MJF got the win, and he needed one after losing to Jericho. And it just was a good match, and he's just a perfect heel.
Oh, yeah. MJF, it was a really good match. And like I said, I wanted a promo from MJF in New York, too. I wanted it, too. And see Bryan. I was expecting Bryan, like Bash said, I was expecting Bryan to take the dub because like I said, I see full potential in this kid. I really do, and I really thought that he was going to win tonight, but nope, it's the other way around. You gotta remember these guys are young too. You gotta remember these are young guys too. Like
MJF is 24 years old. MJF is 24 years old and he's already this good. Bryan, I don't know how old he is. If
he's
anybody can,
he's probably in his 20s or almost to his 30s, I believe. I think so.
Bryan Pillman Jr. I'm gonna look it up right now.
I think he's in his almost to his 30s, I believe. I think so.
28
or is he
years old. 28.
Yeah, he's almost in his 30s. Yeah, he's almost in his 30s.
The guy performs, and
he has such potential.
This shows Tony Khan that if anybody is out for some random reason, or if somebody needs time off, you can put Bryan Pillman Jr. in that slot, and he'll perform to the best of his ability, and he'll definitely do whatever it takes to get that story over.
Just like his father.
Yeah. So listen, it showed that he can be relied on and trustworthy whenever the time calls for him. Which is exactly what this entire feud was all about, just so that they can get him to that point. Yeah,
and like you said, that crossbody, even though he was injured, that crossbody, oh my God, every time he hits that. I always have you guys seen him do the splash at all? Like, has he done the splash? Like his dad? Has he? I haven't been watching AEW for a minute.
I have. Yes, he does it just
all
like
I know
his father.
I don't remember. All I know is MJF hit the submission for the win, and that was just
which was
really
good, which was clean.
I've seen stuff from the Varsity Blondes on recent episodes of Dark and Dark Elevation and everything. He hits that splash just like his father. He does. Once he hits it, you automatically think of his father. So
yeah. I missed the loose cannon, y'all. We all do.
Yeah. Aiden, Varsity Blondes will be tag team champions at some point.
Yes. Him and the Lucha Bros. Them and the Lucha Bros should go at it. I want to see that match. I really do.
They will be future tag team champions. But after that, guys, we had Marvez was backstage and he is interviewing Jericho and Hager. Hager says that the men of the year are boys of the week, and Jericho says that they made a mistake challenging them for a Grand Slam here in New York City. This is the toughest team in AEW, and they will have a snack waiting for them for some MMA meatheads. Okay. So there you go. It was kind of a random weird promo, but it is what it is. But it's Jericho, so and everybody's gonna like it regardless. Yeah. We had the lights go out after this, and it was time for a match that it was
not really.
I don't know what it was about this, but a lot of people did not seem to like this. It was Malakai Black taking on Cody for the second time. Yeah.
I liked it.
A lot of people did not like this.
Here's what I said. I liked it to watch when I was watching initially with that just excitement and entertainment, and then I watched it back, and really it wasn't as special as I thought it was supposed to be.
So now that we can agree that Cody is a heel now, so they're booing the heck out of him.
Everybody loves booing Cody. Literally, as soon as his music hit, everybody was booing the guy. He's not acting like a heel, though. He's not.
Because he's trying to be a babyface. He's trying to be that.
He's trying to be the babyface, but everybody just hates the guy. Honestly, I don't know why. I really don't. He's one of the best storytellers in the business today.
I don't know.
Yes, but he's very overrated, though. He's very overrated.
He's one of the best storytellers in today's professional wrestling landscape. I don't know what else is overhyped about that.
Yeah, I don't quite understand it either, but people have their opinions, I guess. Fuck.
I think everybody's honestly everybody was kind of just booing him because it's honestly the cool thing to do. It's the cool thing to do now. You just boo Cody.
There's something about they say that he ruins the he ruined the Bullet Club, and I see a lot of
He
that.
didn't ruin shit. I don't know where that came from. I think it's just a cool thing to do right now at this point, just to boo Cody.
What was I gonna say? The one thing that also kind of pissed them off was that Brandi came out, but like
Brandi came out,
and that's kind of what made them very pissed, and that's what made them boo him super bad.
What did Brandi do?
No, someone said.
What did Brandi do?
In chat said that Brandi was more over than Cody.
He is.
What did Brandi do?
I was going to get to
Brandi
that.
Gets booed.
Aiden, you took the words out of my mouth. It's just like people booing Cena. When he ever came back, they started booing the hell out of him.
It's just a fun thing to do. Like, that's it. Like
you boo that one baby face that everybody hates. Like you really just you want him to turn heel. It's not going to do any better. Like,
Cody has not done a single thing wrong. He hasn't.
No.
Whether anybody likes him or whether he is just disliked by people, he has done nothing wrong.
If he were to turn heel, quick question: if he were to turn heel, do you think the crowd would go right back to him? Like they would cheer him to freaking shreds? Like
they'd actually have something to boo him about then.
Yeah.
Because right now they literally have nothing to boo him about.
Yeah.
They have nothing.
Yeah.
What do they have? What do people have against him that everybody's just booing him?
It's just a lot of people think that he just doesn't.
They say he doesn't put people over.
But yeah, before this was before the Malakai situation. They think that he just didn't. He just refused to put talent over. It was before the whole Malakai Black thing.
I don't get that shit whatsoever. And what did Brandi do? Brandi gets booed.
I don't know. Probably because
what did Brandi do?
He brings that one. He brings that. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe
next they're gonna boo his dog. Next they're gonna.
Oh my god! Don't boo Farrell.
They're gonna boo his dog.
Don't boo the dog. That's gonna make me pissed. I don't think they'll boo.
Knowing the AEW crowd like I do, because considering I was a part of it last night, they're gonna boo the dog. I
don't think they'll boo the dog. I think the dog's gonna be more over than freaking both of them. Honestly.
Didn't he recently have a daughter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yep.
Maybe that's why they're booing Brandi, because she came back so quickly after having a baby.
Like,
he's not taking time to be with her daughter.
She's had a long time with her. Yeah, actually, she was been away for a while.
Well, I mean,
plus I don't want to take it.
I have a pregnancy, yes, but I'm like talking about like after she had the baby, like how most women are gone from work. They're like gone for like a year tops. She was gone for like almost a year, but like right after she had the baby, she came back when Cody came back. That's what I'm meaning.
Mm-hmm.
I need to look up an article.
But then once when Malakai's music hit, literally New York literally blew the roof off again. Like literally, like Phil, when Malakai Black's music hit, did everybody? They really got up their seat.
We saw Firefly. Like once the lights went out, everybody turned on their phones, like for the flashlight and everything. I'm like, no, there's no way. No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this here. If we do this here, I'm gonna freaking mark out. Like I'll jump off the balcony and I'll just go to the ring myself. Like I will get Sister Abigail by Bray Wyatt if I have.
Oh my god! You really thought Bray was at the freaking? You really thought Bray was in
everybody turned these on. Everybody turned these on. So I thought, oh shit, we're getting Fireflies. I'm like, that shit. That's it. We're getting Fireflies tonight. And but no, it wasn't. It was Malakai Black. Malakai Black's entrance live is something that you're just gonna have to see for yourself in order to believe it.
Oh yeah,
this right here. Oh my god,
his entrance is so good. Dope. It's so dope.
So good. Now, considering how everybody had their flashlights on and everything, it didn't have totally the same effect as it does on TV, mainly because they shut those lights off so that he can get to the next spot, so that he can have the spotlight and everything on him that he does. When they have all their flashlights on, you can literally see him run or just walk to the next spot that he has to go to so that the red spotlights can be on him.
Really?
It didn't have the same effect because once all those flashlights were on, you can see Malakai going to the next spot.
Same thing with Bray Wyatt when he was the Fiend, and I went to that live event because he wrestled Bryan actually, and everyone had their flashlight on, and he even had like the red light, and you could see him actually freaking move.
Right. Yeah. So or like in that aspect,
or even like when Undertaker pops out, same thing.
Yeah. No. Like in that aspect, the whole thing was kind of like a meh, but I mean, the entrance alone is still great to see.
Oh yeah.
And then Cody just getting Cody'd. Like, I'm gonna call it getting Cody'd because you're just gonna get booed no matter what the hell you do. So he just got booed. He got booed out of the building pretty much, but man, this was a great match for what it was. We had, honestly, a pretty cool-looking ending. My friend Dylan, who was actually there with me at the event, he called the actual finish of the match. So, Cody chop blocks the leg from Malakai Black and hits a dragon screw leg whip on the ropes. The crowd is really against Cody in this match as he continues to attack the leg. Black hits a back elbow. Cody goes for a crossroads, but Black counters, throwing Cody across the ring. Black lifts Cody up with his foot, going for the Sin Eater, but Cody hits Cody Cutter, hits a crossroads, and goes for a cover, but Black kicks out at the count of 2.
Right.
Black throws Cody into Arn, who's on the apron. Arn fell when he was trying to get to a spot for the whole ring apron spot. So then when Cody was gonna knock Arn off, he literally fell off the apron.
Shit.
He got up fine, like he was perfectly fine. He was able to get to the spot wherever he needed to go.
Oh, you're talking about when Arn friggin'
he legit fell. He tried to go around the turnbuckle around the ring post, but he obviously slipped or something because he was just on the ground at the point. So he just slipped. He fell. Everybody was laughing. You can literally audibly hear the crowd laughing.
I'm gonna ask if anyone was laughing at that.
You can literally hear the audio of the crowd laughing, even through the TV. Because I watched the show today before doing this podcast, so I can get both sides of it. You can hear the crowd laugh on TV. So that's when you knew Arn fell. But he was okay.
He pulled a Mandy.
No injuries here. He did pull a Mandy. So Cody hits a pump kick and goes to check on Arn.
Aiden. That's right, Aiden. He definitely did. He was there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, no, it was Hey, no, Aiden, no, it wasn't John. It was Casper.
Oh, really?
Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Wait a minute. No. Was Little Jimmy there?
Or Little Jimmy, but no,
he was there, right?
I saw Casper. I saw Casper himself here. Guys, without further ado, laugh, everybody.
Yeah!
Ladies and gentlemen, only
the man is here, everybody. He is here.
What took you so long?
What happened?
Check your watch.
Bro.
Check your
watch.
A
lot of stuff came at me at once, bro. I do a lot of shit when I'm here.
Did you at least watch my YouTube video? Come on now.
No. Yeah, that's true, Aiden. That's true. Wait a minute. Was Invisible stand there? That's somebody from GCW.
No, guys, it was Casper. Casper tugged at Arn's foot, and he fell off the apron.
No, Phil, Aiden's telling me that Casper, Little Jimmy, and Johnny was there.
Listen, maybe they were, but like, I know Casper was the one to tug him off the rope. I know he was.
Oh,
I saw him. Casper the Friendly Ghost turned heel that night, and he just tugged him.
Casper the Unfriendly Ghost.
Yeah. So Arn fell, but he's okay. He's fine, y'all. He shouts at Cody to get back into the ring. He's like, "Don't worry about me, you fucker. Get back in the ring. Get back in the ring and kick Malakai's ass."
And
So
then
Cody
what
throws.
happens?
So Cody throws Black back inside the ring, stomps on Black in the corner. Cody with body shots in the corner with huge boos. The crowd absolutely hates Cody at this point.
You're in New York, by the way. That's why.
Very true, but still, if we were in
Florida,
we were in some kind of small town in Kentucky, the guy would have gotten booed as bad.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Sorry to people in Kentucky.
Before he took time off, he did get cheered. He did have a little bit of mixed reactions before he ever did get booed. Honestly,
and you're right, Aiden. He is getting the John Cena treatment because look, booing Cody right now is the cool thing to do, and that's exactly what this whole thing is when it comes to that. It really is.
I thought that was
he hasn't done.
He has go away heat at this point. Him and
yeah,
Brandi.
he does.
Yes, he does, but I don't know why. He hasn't done shit wrong. Like this is almost Goldberg go away heat, and that's bad.
That's how people felt when forgive me, Locke, but this was before his return. When Johnny came back, they're like every single time of the year, he always gets booed, and it gave you that type of vibe with Cody.
Yeah.
So Cody accidentally hit the ref at this point when everything was going down. Black hits a big thumb to the eye, goes inside, winningly sprays Black Mist into Cody's face with a roll up for a 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that was dope. Despite criticisms.
My friend called the Black Mist happening.
I did not.
The Black Mist.
I didn't see that.
I didn't like the roll, but the Black Mist was dope.
So, like, they were on the outside. We can literally see Malakai, like, from our vantage point, we can literally see Malakai grabbing something from under the ring apron and everything.
Mm-hmm.
My friend Dylan's like, all right, something big's gonna happen. He's gonna hit him with something. So expect the referee to go down at some point. So we were all just waiting there in anticipation for the referee to go down. He does. And he hits a Black Mist and rolls him up for the 1, 2, 3. I'm like, holy shit, dude, you called it. And, he's like, I don't know what it was, but he's like, I called it.
Reminds me of Asuka when she did her green mist.
Yeah. So, we're now everybody. I hope everybody saw that. Saw the ending of that and how it transpired. But man, Luff, I want to get your opinions on this first, as I kind of want to just get your opinion on everything that we have pretty much talked about so far as a whole, and then you can talk about this whole Malakai Black Cody Rhodes situation, because I don't know where we go from here. Did we see a third match?
I mean, probably. I didn't expect Malakai to win this one, and especially not in which the way he won. Like it kind of threw me off. I kind of, part of me wanted Cody to win, but I'm not a big fan of the finish. Honestly, I don't think a character like him should be getting roll-up finishes, but that's just me.
That's true.
I haven't seen many roll-up finishes in AEW in like. Now, I'm trying to think of the last time I saw one. I can't really remember. But I wasn't a fan of the finish. Wasn't a fan of the finish at all.
Thoughts on Danielson and Omega? Because you were here when we were talking about
amazing. That was, to me, the show slowly declined after that, because I can't really even blame the show after that, because they put on a freaking amazing match, and the fact there was a time limit, that was freaking great. I didn't know how that was going to end up. That was freaking great. The crowd was hot.
You think in Full Gear we're going to get this match again for the title?
Yeah, I saw Kenny said no rematch or something like that. That means they're probably going to do a rematch.
They're doing a rematch. They're obviously doing a rematch.
Quick question about back to Kenny and Bryan, Phil. Once they have that Full Gear After Bryan and Kenny have the full gear match, are you expecting Hangman to return?
I was expecting Heyman to actually happen well, not tonight, last night, but yeah. After Full Gear, if the man doesn't return, I literally don't know when.
Around
It
Revolution.
either has to happen at Full Gear or right after that, because
Revolution.
Listen, you can't. That's all the way in February, man. I can't see him waiting all the way till February just so that he can return. It has to happen either at Full Gear or the Dynamite after.
Because I want to see Hangman Page versus Adam Cole. Come on, I want to see that. I want to watch.
We'll get that at some point, dude. There's so many dream matches that we can talk about with Adam Cole, but we gotta let things breathe. Cause Rampage, CM Punk debuts. All Out. We had Bryan, Ruby, Adam. And I feel like there's one more, but I don't know.
One guy, dude. He's like older. I forgot his name.
Minoru. Suzuki. So there's that guy, and then
I love Suzuki. I love the grandpa, New Japan.
And then everything in between that was just leading into Grand Slam. We gotta let things breathe now at some point, right? Like everything has been happening at once.
I want more debuts. I want more Tetsuya. I want Tetsuya Naito at AEW.
Listen, we'll get them when we get them. But man, like, look, Tony Khan, as much as I would love him to have everybody, he can't have everybody. He can't. They passed up. I read a report today when they passed up on Buddy Murphy.
It's crazy.
What?
They passed up on him.
They did.
Can't catch them all.
But you can't have them all.
I do too. I want that too, Aiden. But it looks like we're not getting the chance. Honestly.
Listen, Do-Rag Vince will never show up in AEW.
And he's still undefeated. But we all know that he's still undefeated, though, right?
Of course, he's never going to have that streak be in jeopardy. But
right, that's right.
But Malakai Black with the win there. We had the Pinnacle's music hit as we had FTR with Tully Blanchard pretty much making their entrance. And the snow's falling. The Icon is here. And Sting with Darby Allin.
Big Sting
is here. Huge Darby chance. We're going at it. And man, if you were to ever tell me that at the age of 23 years old, and in the year 2021, that I was going to be able to witness Sting live in the ring, in person, I would have slapped you right in the face and called you an idiot.
Damn.
This right here was fantastic.
Big Sting.
Sting got it. He has it. He never lost it.
Yeah.
The man is 62 years old.
And he can still fight.
And he is wrestling like he's in his 30s.
Stinger.
The guy is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's Sting. I agree, but it was a good match. Don't get me wrong. It was a good match, but it was also like I love Sting. I get to see him in the ring very good once in a while. Just manage Darby. That's just all. That's just manage Darby. I'm sorry, but like
the man can still go. So why wouldn't he go? Why wouldn't he? If the man can still go, he can still go.
That was his whole point of going to AEW was to wrestle because WWE wouldn't allow him to wrestle. So why would he use it?
They would not allow him.
And he only wrestles like small different occasions. Like he barely does it.
If it wasn't for that buckle bomb by Seth Rollins, we probably would still have Sting in WWE. We would.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Seth even said that he felt horrible about it. If you watch the documentary,
Seth felt really bad about that.
Also, you could. I know it would have been too late, but you possibly could have saw that dream match between him and Mark.
Listen, the whole You know, like the video package where like the Shaq and the Thunderstorm and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever WrestleMania that was, I think it was for WrestleMania 27, I believe. So that was the Triple H match.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was always, and I am firmly believing in this, and nobody's going to tell me otherwise. That was meant for Sting.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was meant for Sting.
Mark versus Sting.
They just got
That
lucky
was
that
meant for
Undertaker had
Sting.
the same gimmick.
But Triple H and Vince McMahon didn't think that he could go at the time.
Wait a minute. Wasn't Sting with TNA at that time still?
No.
Not that I was aware of. No.
They've been released. They released him after.
They released him so far after that. Well, so.
Yeah.
Wait. When was that? When was that? You said WrestleMania 27, right?
27, yeah.
He was still with Impact.
They released him.
That was 2011. That was
He wasn't
2011.
wrestling for 2 years. Because
I thought
2009.
he got let go around 20. I thought he got let go around like 2013.
Look it up.
They needed to re-sign him because he had a part during the. I remember during the Bound for Glory series in Impact, and Sting was present.
He was with the Main Event Mafia at the time.
Yeah, and they were doing the whenever Sting was doing the Joker gimmick. What year was that?
That was 2010. That was 2010.
Yeah.
Okay, so right after that goes. I don't know if they rebranded the Main Event.
No, he wrestled EC3. He wrestled EC3.
What year was that?
That was 2014, I believe.
Then that must have been the low period then before
13 13. I'm sorry, it was 13.
That must have been a low period. I know he wasn't wrestling for like a year and a half before they signed him on the full contract, but I totally forgot what year was last on TNA.
Well, so I was looking it up.
It was when it was that EC3 match. It was the last time he was supposed to wrestle for Impact, and he was going to leave the company to go to WWE.
So on January 16, 2014 episode of Impact Wrestling Genesis, Sting lost a match against EC3 due to interference from the TNA World Champion Magnus at the time, and subsequently challenged Magnus for the title versus career match on the January 23rd episode of Impact Wrestling Genesis, which Sting lost, and his TNA contract was terminated as a result. And then in 2014, that's when he started doing his whole WWE stuff.
Yeah.
Pre-debut appearances in 2014, feud with the Authority in 2014, 2015. So
when you said
all that,
when you said WrestleMania 27, I was like, wait a minute, he was still with Impact at the time. What you talking about? He was he was in the thing with the Aces and Eights and everything, and like.
Yeah, but listen. TNA back then is totally different than what Impact is now. I'm pretty sure they could have had a one-time appearance for the guy, and you could pay him handsomely, and then he can just go on his merry way and continue doing whatever he was doing in Impact or TNA at the time.
Mm-hmm. Also,
that thing was always meant for Sting. It was always.
Honestly, if he were to go to WWE for that one thing, also you could never saw. You know what? Never mind, because that's going to make Loth upset.
I'm already upset.
No, I'm saying you're never going to see. I say you probably would never see Sting versus your boy.
Who?
Cena?
No.
Oh God! Please don't do that though. Vince,
that's why I didn't want to say anything. That's why I didn't want to say anything.
Don't do that shit, please.
I won't. I said that would have never happened.
That would not be good. I'm sorry.
The only match they should have done was a Sting and Undertaker one. Sting and Triple H didn't need to happen, and they ruined that too because Triple H.
I mean, I know it took long.
Triple H should not have won. Triple H should not have won that match
at all. That made no sense. They just
you know how Vince is with WCW wrestling.
I don't care how Vince is.
I hate that. Then they had NWO and DX come out like that was gonna solve something. No. I hate that.
Got you a little bit of like Monday Night War type of vibe.
I hate that WrestleMania. I'm sorry. I really hate that.
Wait, you hate that WrestleMania?
WrestleMania 27 is probably one of the worst booked WrestleManias that I've ever seen.
Oh, I thought you were say WrestleMania. I thought you were talking about
the play button
talking about Sting and Triple H. I was like,
what WrestleMania was that? 30.
That was 31.
Oh, WrestleMania play button 31.
Yeah, no, that was bad.
WrestleMania play button.
That was when Rollins became WWE champion. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you watched it on my man.
Seth Rollins wasn't doing anything for me at the
time.
Other than the other than the cash in, that was a pretty bad WrestleMania.
Yeah, because they had a women's match because the men's one that went on before them ran way too long, so they had to scrape the women's match.
Yeah, which
Who was supposed to be in a women's match?
It was the Bella Twins and Alicia Fox, I think, against oh god, it was an Epic Natty and two other people. It was I think
Dactyls, I think.
I think so because it was on
29. Wasn't that 29?
No, it was on an episode of Total Divas. That's why I remember it.
Yeah.
They talked about
there was a Divas match that was supposed to take place.
Yeah, WrestleMania 29.
No,
31. 31.
Play button.
Yeah, let me look it up.
Jazz said Paige and AJ.
Paige and AJ, yep, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, that's it.
For a while.
Oh yeah, Paige and AJ, yeah, that was it.
Oh
yeah.
Man. Oh god.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That was AJ's. No, that was night after WrestleMania. I was gonna say that was AJ's.
That was her last match.
Oh, I missed them so much.
But guys, we're getting off track here. Now we're talking about women, and we're talking about Sting and Darby Allin.
No.
FTR versus Sting and Darby Allin were great. Seeing FTR live is something that you're like. They're just a great tag team. They remind me so much of the older generation kind of days. Darby Allin just doesn't give a fuck, as always. He just throws himself around, and it's great to see. And Sting is Sting. He still has it at the age of 62 years old. It's Sting. But guys, let's run down the final sequence of this match. As we had Sting hitting a Scorpion death drop on Cash, and Sting goes for another Stinger splash. Tully pulls a chair, puts a chair into the ring, and Sting stops himself before he can head into the chair off an Irish whip. Throws Dax into the chair himself, goes for a cover. Dax kicks out at 2. Sting looks for a Scorpion deathlock. Cash tries to pull Dax out of the ring. Allin hits a coffin drop onto Cash, which was on the apron, and Dax taps out to the Scorpion deathlock, and Darby Allin and Sting pick up the win. They are the right winners here. I felt like Darby and Sting were going to win this thing all the way. People are saying that this could be FTR's final match in AEW. Do you see that happening? Huh? What's that?
I was saying, why is that? Why you say that?
Mainly because of everything that happened with Cash and his arm injury that happened a few weeks back with Santana and Ortiz. People are saying that this is their final match on their contract for AEW. Do you guys think that is actually the case, or do you guys think that they should stay in AEW for the long term?
No. I think they should stay. Because they, honestly, I think they've been doing good where they are. I mean, because if he wants to take some time off to heal that injury,
the arm is healed. The arm is healed.
Oh, it is?
It's already healed.
Okay.
But people just think, since how bad that injury is.
I think Tony will probably make him an offer or something, like, to keep. I feel like they're going to be around for a little bit. Because has FTR been tag team champs already?
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say, because I feel like they're going to make
the Young Bucks beat them.
That's right.
The Young Bucks beat them, which started that whole long reign for them.
Yeah, that's right. And I thought, and I think that they should get another one. Yeah, like Aiden said, they should have another tag title reign.
Lof, what's your thoughts on FTR possibly not being in AEW anymore? A lot of people think it's the case.
They're not going anywhere. They got something going on in AEW. I don't think they have anywhere else to go.
They're going back to WWE.
Well, people said that they floundered,
that would be the worst thing they could do.
That's literally the only thing that they could do, because Impact is really not an option, because their tag division as well, just what they've got going on in whole besides having Christian as champion is really not working. And like other main you can go to New Japan, like you can go to somewhere that's bigger and more so independent, but it's really to where you're not going to get as much exposure in as AEW is really getting right now in the States.
I, for one, hope that they don't. These guys got too much potential to go elsewhere. Going back to WWE, which I highly doubt that they would ever do because of how badly they were treated over there, is something that would never work out.
New Japan?
To me, they don't fit the style or mold that they're trying to accomplish over there in New Japan.
Right.
They are an old school type of tag team.
Jazz has a point. They could use some more tag teams.
Ring of Honor,
They could use some more tag teams. They can use some more tag teams.
That could definitely work, but AEW is the best place to be right now for them.
Honestly, but like Loft said, I don't think they're going anywhere. I don't think they're really going anywhere either. That's just what I was hearing from a lot of people in the community and how everything was going down. Mm-hmm. I was gonna say something, but I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something, but I'm gonna save it for when we ever get done with the review, though.
Okay. Impact Division already has the Good Brothers, William Mack and Rich Swann, Decay, Finn Juice. Yeah, I mean that really is only the only tag teams that we got.
I watched Decay. I'm sorry, Phil. You were talking. I apologize.
It's all right. But yeah, I mean those are the really only tag teams that they got over there. But listen, they got their tag team division over here. We got ours over here in AEW. They should stay right here. This is their home, and this is where they always wanted to be all along when they were in WWE. They wanted to be in AEW when they were in WWE.
Right.
So they should stay here.
I was gonna say Jazz. The current Decay. I try to get into the current one, the newest one. I'm not a fan, honestly, because I like the original Decay with Abyss, Rosemary, and Crazy Steve. That's the Decay I enjoyed. Never I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure they're doing good though. Oh, Black Taurus! I love Black Taurus. Love it since Lucha Underground. Yeah.
All right, guys, it's time for the main event. As we had a recap of the Ruby Soho and Britt Baker promo that was on Rampage, which is fantastic. Ruby Soho makes her entrance. Everybody's singing the Ruby Soho song, myself included.
I was jamming at home, dancing, got up on my seat.
The Ruby Soho song, look, you have to sing it.
I've been literally singing it. I've been trying to incorporate it into TikTok all fucking week, like literally. Like,
if you don't sing it, what are you doing? Like, because that song is fire. And I'm glad Tony Khan bought the rights to that song. I'm glad he did.
It's in your head, isn't it?
I'm literally singing it in my head right now.
Like, I was reading your mind a little bit. I was like, you're singing it in your head, aren't you?
So we get her music to hit.
And then when
she is walking to the ring, she's singing it too. So she knows. Yeah. She knows.
But who comes out, Phil? Who comes out?
Guys, it's my DJ baby girl. Get Dr. Britt Baker. DMD.
Wait. I know we talked about it.
But she wasn't alone, as Rebel and Jamie Hayter came out as well. But it was all about my girl. At this point, there's Jazz. Jazz, you ultimately became my favorite person of all time.
It's her
ringtone. Ruby Soho song is her ringtone. You became my favorite person of all time. That's it.
Phil, when you were at the arena, did the doctor? I know we talked about it earlier. Did the doctor?
The doctor winked at me, y'all.
Let's go, Phil!
Yeah. She winked at me. That's it. She knows me.
Yeah.
She knows I exist. Adam Cole, you better watch out. You better watch out because I'm coming for your girl.
Adam Cole, you better watch out.
Tony Schiavone in hot water. We don't need you in hot water as well.
Listen. To the people that want to cancel Tony Schiavone, fuck you. She went in for the hug last week on Rampage. All right, it wasn't him. So the people that say, "Oh yeah, let's cancel Tony Schiavone because he hugged a woman," fuck you.
Yeah, right.
Fuck you.
What? We can't hug women? What's wrong with y'all?
Wait, what happened? I'm confused.
So last week on Rampage, before the whole Ruby Soho promo that they had and everything, Britt Baker went in for a hug with Tony Schiavone.
They always
If you don't know, they are very great friends outside the ring.
Mm.
And honestly, it was kind of Tony Schiavone that got her into the business.
Yeah.
As a professional wrestler. So obviously she just has a great relationship and a great sign of respect for Tony Schiavone. So they hug any chance that they get, and they are like just a great pairing together.
Oh, Phil's probably like, it should have been me.
No comment, but
no comment.
We're gonna move on here.
Let's go. Let's get to the remove. Let's get to the
but everybody and their mother was saying, "Oh my God, Tony Schiavone did this. Oh my God, Tony Schiavone did this. Why are you hugging a woman when it's actually Adam Cole's girl?" Guys, Adam Cole knows what the fuck is going on. It's not like they're actually having something behind the scenes.
Remember what he said to him? He goes, "If you even think about looking at her the wrong way,
looking at her the wrong way, I'll Panama Sunrise your ass." Like, bro, they listen. That's all in the script. He's not legitimately gonna Panama Sunrise the guy. Otherwise, he would legitimately die. I don't know how Tony Schiavone is in the ring, so I don't know how he would even sell that if it was even the case. But the thing is, they know what's going on.
I'm sorry, but I love it when Adam Cole said that. I will slap those stupid glasses off your face. I'm sorry.
That's exactly why I followed you on TikTok. That's exactly why, Jazz. I followed you today because I figured out that your ringtone was Ruby Soho's music. So you're good to go in my book.
Let's get into the match.
But yeah, but whoever wants to cancel Tony Schiavone for hugging a woman, fuck you. Go fuck yourself. Because listen, this was not in any way, shape, or form anything to get that pissed off about.
Talk to him, Phil. Talk to him.
But this match is great. A little shorter to my liking. I thought this match was gonna go a little bit longer, but at the end of the day, the numbers game just came to be, and it was just a 3-on-1 that ultimately Soho just could not get the better of. The final sequence of this was Soho falling to the outside after a punch from the apron by Britt Baker. Catches a kick, and Baker sends her face first into the steel steps. Back inside the ring, Baker hits a curb stomp, covers for a 2 count. Baker argues with the referee, who is Aubrey Edwards, and Soho gets a roll up for a 2 count. Soho hits the no future kick, which is what they're calling the riot kick. So she hit the riot kick, but they're calling it the no future kick. I'm calling it the Soho kick. It's just mainly how I'm just going to be recognizing it as. So she hits the no future. Rebel gets inside the ring. Rebel hits a no future again. And Hayter drops Soho on the rope by hitting a stun gun. Baker locks in the lockjaw, and Soho taps out. Your winner, and still AEW Women's World Champion, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. So, guys, final thoughts on this main event, how everything went down. Your doctor, Britt Baker, is still your AEW Women's World Champion. What do you guys see at Full Gear heading down the road?
Ruby's taking the title.
Same.
Do you think we're having another rematch at Full Gear and she's going to take the title?
Yeah, because Ruby is going to come out and say how she said she's going to think that match was unfair because Britt had her people behind her, helping her, how she can't win a match without her. And so she's going to challenge her to have another title match. And that's when Ruby's going to win it.
Same. I agree with her.
Laf, thoughts on this?
I was pissed off because Ruby didn't win. So
Well, you shouldn't take that title off Britt yet. Not quite. Like save this for full year. Like,
nah, fuck that. I wanted Britt to lose. I was angry, and
come on.
I was honestly
I don't think so.
out of
like,
everything, I was kind of hoping for Ruby too. Though I'm not gonna lie.
that crowd,
even if it's my girl.
And
Sorry,
Dad.
I'm indifferent because, like, in one way, I just see, like, as she was just so disrespectfully used in WWE. Like they just didn't know how to use her, and we see just right off the bat in her first match, the AEW really already knows how to use her. But it's to where, like, do we really just want someone walking right into the door and taking that title? Like, really, Loft? Like, we really want that? Like oh shit! And in the rain, just like that. Like, it's like, yeah, let's wait a little bit, give that time to, I mean, to where it's like, do we also not want like a actual talent from AEW, like Thunder Rosa, maybe in the rain? But I mean, or Chris Statlander, or but I mean, Ruby Soho is a talent herself, so could really be looked at as both sides of the coin.
I personally think it's going to be Thunder Rosa. Now, here's why. Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker are already slated to have a match. Their next match.
Right.
They're already discussing about what kind of stipulation they're going to have for this match. Is it going to be a title? Is it going to be the title match, or is it going to be something to the point where this match doesn't even need a championship in order to get that over? The match between Baker and Thunder really doesn't need a championship, but with the championship, it's going to mean that much more. I think the first feud for Thunder Rosa when it comes to the AEW Women's World Championship will be Ruby Soho, and that's when we're going to have Ruby Soho as champion. I do believe that because of everything that happened last night, we will get Ruby Soho again taking on Baker at Full Gear in November, but in February, I think Britt Baker will retain at Full Gear, and then we'll get at Revolution whatever the stipulation is. So, Thunder Rosa versus Baker for the title. And we'll see where everything goes. But thoughts on that, guys, as that was kind of pretty much everything that happened for AEW Grand Slam, the Dynamite portion of it, at least.
I had something to say. I just found out. I'm pretty sure we already know this, but Bronson Reed is heading to Impact.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay,
I didn't know that, so that's news for me. Cool.
Oh, good for him. Nice. Thank God. Finally,
he's heading to
Impact. Thank you. Shout out to Bronson Reed, man. Shit.
Shout out to Bronson Reed.
Yeah. I think it'll be a good fit for him. Honestly, I think it'll be a good fit for him. Him and I want to. Who's that one dude that I want to see him in? Who's that one dude? He kind of reminds me of Yokozuna. What's his name?
Oh, I don't know. I don't watch Impact, so.
Oh, you don't watch Impact. I gotta remember when he lives. I gotta remember so that way because I want him and Bronson to go at it.
But guys, thoughts on the layout that I just laid out for everything in between when it comes to the Soho and Thunder and even Britt Baker situation. I said that Thunder will have her match at Revolution, not at Full Gear, because I do believe we'll have the Full Gear match between Soho and Baker again.
Yeah, that's who it is. Thanks, Aiden. Thanks for telling me who it is.
Oh, Falaba. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, I
want him and Bronson. I want him and Bronson to go at it. That'd be a good match.
Yeah.
What was your question, Phil?
So, I'm thinking when it comes to everything, when it comes to the women's world title, we saw Britt Baker retain the title last night against Soho. I think we're gonna have Soho versus Baker again at Full Gear. Baker's gonna retain that too, and then at Revolution in February, that's when we're gonna have the Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker match where Thunder is gonna take the title off of Baker, and then we can possibly see Thunder versus Soho again so that way we can get the whole the casino battle royal. Remember when it lasted between those last two?
Right.
That's when we can have those two go at her for the title, where Soho finally gets the championship that she deserves. Thoughts on that before we head out of here?
Or it'll be a triple threat, or something.
That's what I was about to say.
Or something with where Ruby is going to interfere in Britt's and her match, and then that's when it's gonna end up being a triple threat, and that's when Ruby's gonna win the title.
That's true.
I was actually gonna say that. Why can't it just be a triple threat?
We don't really see that many triple threats in AEW that often, so I think that would be a pretty cool way to get there. But
you always wonder why Tony never does triple threats. You always wonder why Tony never does triple threats.
Yeah.
I mean, in a sense, though, yeah, Ruby is that second star that they brought in to be a champion for a reason. So, yeah, in a way, it does all make sense that she will end up winning it. It just is all on how, if it is against Thunder or if it gets against Britt. I don't know.
And Laf, final thoughts?
I think Britt would be a much better impact of a win, because...
Laugh.
Yeah.
Yo, my fault. I mean, I don't know.
Where do you think Soho should get the championship? Do you think she should get it at Full Gear, or we gotta wait until that title's off of Britt Baker? Because
I want her to beat Britt Baker, but at the same time, I totally forgot. I think Thunder Rose is freaking amazing.
Of course she is.
Thunder can be the first defense for Ruby.
Yeah.
There we go. I mean, I can't say anything right now. I don't know. I have no idea.
I remember when the AEW women's division was literally getting trashed on week after week after week. And now, ultimately, this is one of the biggest talking points in all of AEW. Yeah. What's going to happen with the women's division? Who's going to take the title off of Britt Baker? Who's going to debut next in the women's division? This is all that everybody's talking about, besides like the main story with the Elite and everything in between. So,
oh dear God! Please no, Aiden.
Irrelevancy and
I'm sorry.
To the top. It went from irrelevancy, the women's division, to the top, and now I cannot wait for what's going to be happening in the future. As guys, we'll be talking about this now because I see it in the comments.
Yeah, that's why I was like,
AEW Dynamite is moving. We're not going to have it on TNT anymore. AEW Dynamite is officially moving to TBS on January 5th.
Right, but
it's still Wednesday.
I don't fuck with TBS.
It's still Wednesday, but it's just moving to TBS.
But Rampage.
That's right, Saul. Rampage is staying on TNT on Fridays, so you guys won't have to worry about that. But TBS is going to be the new home of AEW Dynamite starting January 5th.
Yep.
And we're going to have a TBS champion, too. Because apparently...
Oh, dear God.
That is... Apparently, the TBS championship is going to be a secondary championship for the women.
I mean... Please be a better.
And maybe Ruby Soho could be the first of that.
No, I was also going to say, please let it be. Yes.
Or Thunder.
Maybe even Velvet.
Or Red Velvet. or my boy Lof. Lof's gonna like this one. Maybe even Kira Hogan.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. He's like, make her champion right now. What about
we don't know what the TBS championship design is like yet. We don't even know if it's technically confirmed. We just heard that it was rumblings that a new championship for the women is going to be taken into effect.
But the one thing I hope that they don't do. I'm pretty sure Tony would never do it though. Make women's tag titles. Please do not. Please don't.
We don't have it. We don't have a deep enough women's division for that.
Yeah,
yet.
that's right.
So,
that's what I said. I was like, please don't do that.
Yeah.
So
we'll figure it out.
Just because WWE isn't doing right with them. AEW might do something right with it. You can't hate on it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like I'm not gonna hate on it. Like if they ever, oh shoot, are we good?
We good? What happened?
What happened? Okay, no,
no.
we're good. If AEW ever did do women's tag team titles, I'm not gonna fully just hate on it just right then and there. But we don't have a deep enough women's division, let alone a women's tag team division in AEW to fully do something with it yet.
Right.
We had a women's tag team in Evilise and Diamante. Jazz, I know you know them very well. But that was really the only women's tag team in AEW, and then everything kind of happened between those two, and
What happened?
just some bad things. Evilise and Thunder Rosa were going at it like legitimately backstage, and just some bad things.
Tell me later.
Just backstage politics, pretty much is what I'll just say it there. It was just bad, dirty.
Yeah.
They did do him dirty, Jazz. I do agree. I saw your video on that actually. But yeah.
Well, he got released for that.
They got released because of everything that happened with Thunder Rosa. So it was just a bad timing and just a bad situation. So other than that, though, we don't really have women's tag teams in this company.
No.
Everybody's just they're just gunning for that women's world championship. And honestly, I'm all for having a secondary women's championship because not everybody can have the women's world championship.
Right.
But if you give them a secondary championship to fight for, then this women's division is obviously going to get elevated because of it.
Right.
I mean, why do you think they made the TNT championship? Because not everybody can be could be a world champion.
Right.
But anybody could fight for a mid-card title.
That's the one thing I was going to say. The TNT
and that's not even technically a mid-card title.
I was actually going to say, since they're moving to TBS, I know it won't happen until the next year. But what's that? What does that mean for the TNT champion? The
TNT championship, I think, is still going to be a thing. I don't think because the TBS championship is going to be for the women.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I mean, Tony's going to have to think about that. But listen, I don't mind still having a TNT champion. I really don't.
Me do.
So
You might have it.
Because not everybody can be a world champion. That's why they made the TNT championship in the first place, so that everybody can have at least one championship to go after.
Exactly.
And that's not even a mid-card title at this point. It's really not, considering who's held it. Brody Lee's held it. Cody's held it. Darby's held it. I'm forgetting more. But those aren't mid-card people. Those are top of the card, top of the line people that held that title.
Oh, yeah.
That made that title relevant. And Miro's doing great things with it now.
Brody Lee made it even more relevant.
Right. So, it's going to be exactly like that. It is like their IC or United States Championship. But honestly, I see a little bit more prestige in this one than those two. When it comes to AEW at least, but the IC title is obviously very, very prestigious, and so is the United States Championship. But guys, we'll figure that out when we get there. We'll figure out what the TNT Championship holds, what the TBS Championship is like, how everything's gonna go down. But guys, that's it for your AEW Dynamite Grand Slam review. We're going to be talking about Rampage on Friday, mainly because, yes, I saw it, but I do not want to spoil anything for you guys. I want you to witness it for yourselves and see for yourselves on how everything went down. But, guys, that's it. We'll talk to you guys on, well, I was going to say on Friday, but it's Thursday. So we'll talk to you guys tomorrow because we got Friday Night SmackDown, which is the final show before Extreme Rules, if you can believe it or not.
Good question. Are we doing our predictions, or are we doing that? Are we doing that this weekend?
If you guys want to do the predictions, I don't even think the full card's out yet. So
I say we wait until the day of.
Extreme Rules 2021.
Sunday.
This Sunday.
It's
Yeah,
26
this Sunday.
people. Yeah, it's this Sunday. We got 6 matches on the card.
Roman Reigns and Jeff Hardy. Everything else, I don't care.
No.
Oh, and Liv Morgan.
Hey, what about the SmackDown Women's Championship match?
Oh, damn. Oh, my God. That is. Oh, they are doing that. Oh, damn. Oh, God.
Yeah, those are the things you're probably going to care about. Jeff Hardy, Roman, and then the SmackDown Women's
We got one match that is technically extreme
Yay.
on that card.
Yeah. Why
We
they
got
can-
one match that is extreme.
Is it
Which
a
is?
Bianca match? Is it a Bianca match?
Roman versus Finn in an Extreme Rules match for the Universal.
Yes, good.
I don't want them using weapons. What the?
What was that?
We got a singles match for the SmackDown Women's Championship, so there's disqualifications in that. We got a triple threat match for the United States title, a singles match for the Raw Women's title, a tag team match for the SmackDown Tag Team titles, and then a singles match between Liv Morgan and Carmella.
Wait. Rhea and Nikki Ash are defending the championships already?
The SmackDown Tag Team titles, no.
On the kickoff. Please be the kickoff. Please be the kickoff.
There's nothing for the Women's Tag Team titles.
Oh, good.
Wait. What the fuck? I'm
The
so confused.
SmackDown Tag Team titles are on the line. That's what I said.
Okay.
Who are they? Who's?
Street Profits and Usos.
It's the Street Profits and the Usos, yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking the women's. Oh, my fault. I'm thinking the women's tag team for some reason. Okay.
Yeah, exactly, Jazz. Exactly. It's WWE regular rules. Aiden and Jazz are the 2 greatest people alive.
Yes.
Aiden and Jazz got it right. It's WWE
goats.
regular rules.
There you go.
Wow.
Just like the thumbnail said in whatever episode that was, guys. The Raw review that happened this week.
Oh, damn. This card is fire. I'm looking at it now. What the heck?
What, Extreme Rules?
Yeah.
It may look great on paper, but how is it gonna really look?
This looks good to me. I mean, oh my God. Wait a minute.
When literally all but one match are normal rules matches.
That's an issue. That's definitely an issue.
I think we'll have more info on it. Like, I have a feeling that the SmackDown Women's title match is going to be an Extreme Rules match.
Bianca will probably say it tomorrow.
She will call Becky and be like, yo, we're going to have an Extreme Rules type of match.
Once they literally announced something on Twitter, the United States Championship was supposed to be defended in a tables match.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It was supposed to be defended in a tables match. And it was supposed to be 1-on-1. So Jeff Hardy getting inserted here was not the original plan.
Oh, he's winning. He's winning then. That was a last moment thing. He's winning. He's freaking winning, bro.
It was not the original plan. It was going to be it was going to be Sheamus versus Damian Priest in the tables match for the title.
Oh, nah.
But now that's not happening because it's a triple threat.
Jeff is winning. Jeff is winning.
That's right. That's right, Megan.
Jeff is winning.
Say it loud. Say it proud.
Jeff is winning. No more words.
Oh, let's do this.
Hey, wait a minute. Loft. Is he? Since we're doing freaking it's a triple threat. Are we gonna see Hardy jumping off that ladder?
I would be terrified if he did. I don't know if he can do that anymore.
He will.
I would scream in complete terror if he jumped.
It's extreme. If Jeff Hardy's on the Extreme Rules pay-per-view, he's gonna do something extreme.
It's Jeff. Come on now, guys.
Yeah, come on, Loft. It's your boy. You gotta know your boy that well.
I know what he can do. That doesn't mean I'm not scared of him.
Listen, but guys, here's the thing. It's regular rules. Regular rules.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's regular rules. So knowing WWE, they'll just disqualify his ass. Even if a triple.
That's hilarious.
Triple threats are supposed to be no disqualification, but you know how WWE is. They'll probably just disqualify his ass for just walking out.
Yeah, I'll throw myself into my TV.
So, listen, it's WWE regular rules. We don't know what's going to happen. But guys,
do to walk into the ring.
lose my freaking mind.
they'll ring the bell. He'll like take off an arm sleeve or something like that, and they'll tell him to ring the bell because he's disqualified.
Don't do that. Don't do that. That makes me not want to watch WWE anymore. WWE would not want to watch WWE anymore.
I need him to leak his face paint so I can match it. I ain't gonna lie. That's what I need him to do.
Incredible.
They need to do one of those videos again on YouTube where they show him doing the face paint.
Quick question, Loft. I want to make sure if you're up for it. Should we have a poll of you painting your face for Jeff Hardy being on the show or no?
We mean you said a poll?
Yeah, put up a poll saying if they want.
I told everyone on my live months ago if Jeff was in the pay-per-view, I was gonna paint my face, and whoop-de-doo, today's
Now
the day.
he is. So
yeah, I've been waiting for this moment ever since I met him.
It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a great day.
all right, guys. So
it's a new day. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
we'll get those predictions to you when we can. It'll probably be on the day of regular rules, but until then,
I'll be watching. I'll be hosting the watch along, y'all. I'll be hosting the watch along for.
Yeah.
Doesn't talk universal.
It's time for us to sign off. We are officially out here for now. We're going to be talking to you guys tomorrow for SmackDown and Rampage. That's it, y'all. I'm Philly Met. You can follow me on TikTok at Philly Met and on Twitter for all your live tweeting action at Phenomenal P3 and on Instagram at Philly Met. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow, y'all. Rampage, SmackDown, here we go.
All right, thanks for coming, guys. It was fun. And go show my new TikTok some love and support. There will be a story time coming soon. I will see you guys tomorrow.
All right, what's up, y'all? We will see you tomorrow. I'll be posting stuff on TikTok tomorrow too. I got some stuff to work on too. But like I said, I'll be hosting Extreme Rules for y'all. I'll be on Wrestling Talk Universal. Go subscribe to that. That's my channel, y'all. That's our backup channel. I will see you guys on SmackDown. I love y'all. Y'all stay safe. We will pack y'all. Let's go. Let's get it.
All right, yo. Damn, I was gonna say something.
That's right, Aiden. That's right.
But I hope all y'all had a good time watching the stream. I apologize for my lateness. I had a lot of things I had to do.
You good, bro?
You know what I'm saying? But I love all y'all guys. All you guys stay safe out here, and we'll see you next week. Well, next week. Oh, we'll see you tomorrow.
This weekend.
From
Chat.
SmackDown. Yeah.
Let me take my privacy tape off. Hold on. Let me get this shit off chat. Aiden, I know you still here. Aiden, look at me, Aiden. Look at me in the eyes, Aiden. Go follow and subscribe to my YouTube right now, man. I got a video up tonight. I got my NXT talk coming tomorrow. AEW talk coming maybe tomorrow as well. I'm working on 8 more videos up on the idea list. So you better go subscribe to that YouTube right now, my boy. Go subscribe, Aiden. Batch about that. Not about the batch. No, about that.
I've met a lot of people in my life. I know all you people are hard at work every single day to grow whatever platforms that you are on. But I've never seen such a hard-working person than Batch.
Where the list?
Yeah.
This guy is literally insane. He said 8. He said 8 videos on deck, just waiting for us.
He don't stop.
He don't stop, and that's what I love.
That's just what's on deck too. I got an idea. I got an idea list that's on deck. So just wait, y'all.
He said he's already subbed. He said he's already.
There you go, Aiden.
Go to your friends. Get them on wrestling,
now, guys,
entertainment, raps. We out here.
I saw a lot of people here in this chat earlier.
Love you, Aiden.
There should be no reason why there's not at least, I'll say it, 10 likes. 10 likes on this video.
Yeah.
This was an amazing night in professional wrestling. This right here is why we all love this sport. This is history in the making. History was made in Queens, New York. And look, AEW is not stopping anytime soon. We will get another another night like this. At some point, there will be another Dynamite episode where it's going to be in a special event, like a pay-per-view worthy show on television soon.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to happen again. But guys, it's not stopping. The entire pro wrestling world is changing. The winds of change were happening. And it started with CM Punk. It started with everything like that, but now it's here, and we are just going to continue the grind and continue going on into the future, heading into full gear. Man, it's something to witness, and it's something to be excited about. Be excited about professional wrestling. That's all I have to say. We'll see you guys soon.
Yeah.
Talk to you guys in the next one.
Well,
Peace
thank
out.
God, everybody.
Be excited about the content.